Matt, how are you? Firstly, a word on Euro 2028. How good is it to know that a major tournament is going to take place in the Republic of Ireland?
Yeah, look, it's very good. I think when the time comes around, the buzz around the country will be great. You see it in the other host countries when it happens. So yeah, look, I think it's a time that everybody will be looking forward to.
Obviously, it's kind of disappointing at this stage. We're pretty much almost out of qualification for the next Euros. Tell us a little bit about the mood in the squad at the moment, because obviously it's a bit of a strange one coming up. These games still to come. What's the mood in the camp? The
mood is very good. The mood is always good. Look, we come into camp trying to get the best results possible. Obviously, they don't always go our way. That's kind of international football. It's not going to be easy. So look, the mood is always very good, very high. We're not coming in sad or depressed. We're always coming in to try and do the best that we can.
Is your job as one of the more senior players to try and guide the youngsters in the squad, because there's quite a few through this kind of strange period, and make sure they're fully motivated and everybody's ready to go to take on these few games?
Yeah, look, there's obviously a lot of young players. I don't think they're relying on me or Shane to motivate them. I think they should be pretty motivated themselves. The young players. I remember when I was young trying to play, I didn't need senior players to try and motivate me to play for my country. So look, we obviously know, me and Shane, as we're probably the most experienced, we know that we have a role to play. But it's a role that we enjoy and that we can do.
I suppose because it's saying you want to finish the campaign as strong as you can, if you win a few goals.
Look, we want to win every game that we play. We want to finish well. We want to win obviously the last 3 games, and then obviously we want to win against New Zealand. We want to win every game possible. Obviously, it doesn't happen all the time, as you can see. But look, yeah, that's always the game plan.
Matt, how you doing? With James McLean announcing his international retirement, is there a sense among the players that you just aren't going to be involved in the Euros next summer?
No, I don't think so. I haven't heard anybody say that. Him retiring is I guess it's his decision. He's obviously had a long, amazing career for Ireland, so I don't know if that's what he's thinking. I'm not sure, but that's not come up in conversation with anybody that I've spoke to.
Just from a personal point of view, how are you finding back at Wolves and happy with football?
Yeah, look, I'm happy to be back at Wolves. Obviously, had a great time there the first time. Like I still have my house in Birmingham, so it was kind of a smooth, easy transition back in there. So yeah, I'm pretty happy there.
Gavin Cumsty? Matt, were you surprised that James, considering he just won his wonder cap and started against the Dutch, didn't make the squad?
Yeah, I guess because he's been in. I guess when you're in camp with somebody who's been in every single squad that you've pretty much been involved in, yeah, I guess there was a little bit of surprise there. But at the end of the day, I guess that's the manager's decision, and yeah, he gets to pick the squad. But yeah, I was a little bit surprised.
Jeff's also not there, obviously. Is there a change of the guard almost? Obviously, the lads, survivors of Europe 2016, all gone except for Shane Duffy.
Maybe. I guess you'll probably have to ask the manager that, really. He's kind of gone with a squad that he thinks can win the next 2 games. It's obviously a young squad, but I think it's a squad that's obviously full of a lot of talent. I guess we've not always shown what we're capable of, but I know the squad that's here now is obviously capable of a lot more. So trying to kind of show that on Friday and then on Monday.
Anything else?
I know you've spoken at length about your frustrations in the past, particularly with Martin and not getting selected. This was a big campaign for you, but have you found it frustrating, just issues with obviously the change of club and the Spanish situation over the summer, the red card in Athens, trying to get back into the team? Have you found this frustrating on a personal level?
No, not really. Look, I went to Spain with no regrets at all. I really enjoyed my time there. Like, things didn't happen like how you imagined, but no regrets with that. Obviously, the red card was soft, and yeah, I took the punishment on the chin. Obviously, frustrated that we're not getting the wins that we feel like we deserve, but like part of the process now, I'm not frustrated at how things have gone, really, personally.
And just on the club situation, obviously you like more game time than you're getting at the moment. How has that been explained to you? What's the manager's rationale?
No, look, the game time, like, obviously I'm getting some more time than I was before. Look, it's a long season. There's no stress with how things have gone so far. So yeah, I've spoken to the manager a few times, and if people are kind of playing well at the time, you've got to be patient. Like I said, it's a long season, so how things have gone so far, it's okay.
Gary Doherty, please.
Matt, there have been a number of near misses, not just in this campaign, but in the previous campaign. The teams produce really good performances, but they haven't always translated into results. What is it? Can you put your finger on what needs to happen to turn performances into results?
Well, like you said, we are playing well. I think Greece away was kind of the only time in this camp where we feel like we let ourselves down. And it's difficult to put a finger on it. Against France at home, like, you're an amazing save away from getting a point out of that game. France away, we were kind of definitely beaten by the better team on the night, and then obviously Holland at home, you feel like we're personal mistakes kind of away from winning that game also. We obviously went 1-0 up. We had huge chances to kind of make it 2-0, and so look, I know it didn't work. It hasn't worked out well for us so far, but look, we're not far off really, like, getting the type of results that we think we deserve. Like I just said, with the France game at home and the Holland game at home, I think obviously we deserve to get a lot more. But I guess it's easy to kind of say that when you actually haven't got the result. It's hard to put your finger on what needs to change. I guess we just need to put the ball in the net a little bit more and keep it out of our net a little bit more.
And how big a factor is having somebody like Evan emerging? Like, he's the 7th top scorer in the Premier League now. We haven't had that type of striker in about a decade or so.
Yeah.
So how big a factor is that going to be to make that transition?
Yeah, look, club football and international football is obviously different. You play in a certain way at Brighton that we're probably not going to play the same way here. So, look, for somebody with his type of ability and potential, you want to kind of feed him as much as possible. It's kind of everyone's job to kind of feed the strikers, feed the forward players, put them in the best positions to go and win the game for us. Look, and that'll be no different. Look, we all know the start that he's had to his club career and international career. But look, it's up to us as a squad to put these forwards players like him in the position to kind of go win games for us.
Philip.
Matt, Stephen Kenny's been very supportive of you. He basically made you a regular since he became manager. His contract is up at the end of the European Championships. I don't know what's going to happen after that. But what would your take be on him, and would you like to see him carrying on as manager after the Europeans, even if we don't qualify?
Yeah, I would. He's obviously supported me through times where other managers might not have played me. But there was times also where I was not in the greatest physical shape to play, and I still laced up and put the shirt on for him also. So I guess we just have a really great relationship. For me, look, I've said before many times, we get coached brilliantly. On the training pitch, where preparation off the pitch in terms of looking at the opposition. Everything they do, the way they set us up is the right way. We know the game plans that they set us up with is the right game plan, and then it's just up to us to carry it out on a game day, which we don't always do. But if we were capable of carrying it out, I'm sure the results would have come. So for me, him, Keith, John, I think they've been fabulous, and I would like to see them stay on here.
And just let me follow up. I know they say revenge is a dish best served cold. You got a very soft sending off in Athens. I mean, it looked like you were actually acting as peacemaker, and to get a 2-game ban seemed to be a little bit harsh.
Yeah.
I know you have to parcel that, but in the corner of your mind going into this game Friday saying, I'll be quite satisfied professionally if I can play my part and I win because of what happened in Athens.
Yeah, for sure. Look, I got obviously a soft red, and it cost me the Gibraltar game, cost me playing France away. Like games that I needed, you know. So no, look, there's no hiding that I'm going into the game obviously motivated as always, but obviously, like you said, in the back of my head, the thoughts of what happened over there and the thoughts of the behaviour that we felt towards us from some of them, yeah, there's definitely a bit of added motivation.
Greek players?
Yeah, like just the way we felt like they were acting during the game. Look, we'll be ready. We'll be good to go on Friday night.